Alrighty, so I'm finally doing it. I'm finally reviewing this movie after I'm 5 days late to this. Yeah. Now there is another movie that I have to review that is The Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. That review, hopefully, I'll be uploading around 5 or 6 hours after I've uploaded this one. So yeah, hopefully, because I still need to watch that movie. At the time of recording this. So yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be good or not, but hopefully it's decent. And also, I haven't watched any of the other Hunger Games movies, so that's gonna be very difficult. Anyways, we're not reviewing the Hunger Games in this one. We are reviewing the brand new movie Thanksgiving. Holy shit. Okay. I've been so excited to review this movie for quite some time. Was scrolling through YouTube and I saw the trailer. I watched the trailer and I was like, holy shit, this movie looks fucking amazing. It looks like the exact type of slasher that I want. And it's here and I have my opinions on it, all right? I watched it and by what I've seen of the Hunger Games, I'd say probably Thanksgiving is better. So, all right. Let me just first of all talk. Is the movie good or bad? It's good. It is good. It's what I expected. It's what the movie it's what I wanted from a Thanksgiving. Um Now, in this movie in this review, like every single other one of my reviews, I will be going into major spoiler territory. Like, for example, in this video, I'm going to be reviewing who the murderer in this movie is. Yeah. I'm going to going to be revealing who is behind the John Carver mask. Okay? It's crazy. It's pretty fucking crazy. All right. So pretty much, first of all, bad things about the movie. It's very fast paced. Okay. So pretty much every single kill that happens in this movie happens within about a minute, and then it switches to like all the characters reacting to it, going, "Well, that's the next one down. Who's gonna be next?" And then you get to see like another piece of the storyline, and then another person dies, and then it's like, "Well, that's another one down. Who's gonna be next?" It's like it follows the exact same formula for the entire movie until it gets close to the end. That's when it starts getting like different and really gruesome and crazy. Okay, so the first few kills of the movie, I would say definitely very mediocre. Um, the first one with the lady at the fridge, you probably saw her in the trailer. She gets like chopped in half and put on top of like a sign for like this like supermarket. I don't know. It was like a Black Friday store. Pretty much, yeah. She dies, and then there's some other dude with like this orange shirt. He's like really fat, and oh my god, he gets fucking impaled in front of his cat. They're mediocre kills to start off the film. Probably listening to me talking about these kills, you wouldn't say they're very mediocre. You'd probably say the fuck. But trust me, at close to the end of the movie, the kills get so gruesome, so fucking gruesome. All right, it's crazy. It's so, oh my god, it's good. I love it. Holy shit. So the whole reason, um, the killer is killing everyone. I will say this first. Is because so there was like this Black Friday massacre that was shown at the start of the movie. Pretty much, this store was doing Black Friday, and then a bunch of so there was like a crowd of people, and then a bunch of people died in that store from being trampled by the crowd of people, or just being straight up killed by everyone in the store. It's gruesome. It's a very gruesome part of the movie. At least that's what I thought. And then a certain person dies in that store to trigger the killer into killing everyone. All right, and involved in the person's killing in the store. Yeah, you understand? All right. So yeah, bad things about this movie. Definitely fast paced. Very fast paced movie. Which is kind of like every horror movie. And also, I can tell it's very easy to tell that this movie is so much inspired off of Scream. So inspired. It's very, very much like Scream. Okay, I can tell that Eli Roth was inspired off of Scream's success because it is so much like it. So much like Scream. It's not even funny. Like, holy shit. Yeah, it's very much like it. But that's what makes it good. Scream is a good movie, and we don't care that it's a ripoff. We still want more Scream. That's kind of what we want. And Thanksgiving is kind of giving it to us, and it's great. It's great. um, Now, yeah, I'd probably just say that the bad things about Thanksgiving is it's fast paced. That's about it. Also that some of the scenes don't really even need to be there. There's a bunch of like scenes where the characters are communicating with each other, and those scenes don't progress at all and don't really need to even be in the movie. And don't have anything to do with the investigation or anything. They're kind of just there for no reason, for like just to show plot points. I don't, yeah, I don't understand. It's kind of random. But other than that, I can only think of good things. Also, there is just a straight up fucking basic white girl death. So it's very funny. The killer stabs this white girl's ears, and then so instead of actually using her power to run away from the killer, you know what she does? She fucking falls down to the ground and starts crawling away from the killer, and the killer does the most classic move, drags her along the floor and just takes her. But normally the killer would then just start stabbing her a bunch. No, the killer did something unique this time. The killer fucking held her hostage for a moment and then shoved her into like a saw in the ground. But what's really confusing is why was there a saw in the ground? Why? It's her house, and for some odd reason there was just a saw sitting there. Why? So, um, very confusing scene, but very funny because it literally a basic white girl death. Every horror movie has basic white girl deaths, and this one had such a basic white girl death. It. Oh my god, it was such a crazy scene. All right, so yeah, at one point in the movie, the main character's two friends get kidnapped by the killer and just taken, and let me just say, not all of them make it out alive. All right, so yeah, it's pretty fucked. So for the entire movie, the main character's mother is supposedly dead, but no, the killer's just taken her, and then the killer kills her mother. So yeah, that's also pretty fucked. So yeah, it's just so fucking yeah. Also the movie feels very dark-ish. It is a horror movie, but it doesn't feel very movie, you know? And also it doesn't feel very hyped. It feels kind of like a fan made project. I don't know why. I don't know. It just kind of does. And yeah, well, we all saw it in the trailer. That like literally what you see in the trailer. That is the whole movie's scenes. That's what they look like, and it's weird. Also, normally in like horror movies where they're trying to guess who the killer is, they always blame a certain character who they really think it is, and then it's someone really unexpected. They don't blame a soul in this one. They don't literally all they do is just not trust anyone. They don't like have any suspects or anything. They just try to just catch the killer and find out who it is, which I think is a smart move because like what humans would naturally do is not just point fingers, they'd try and actually figure it out. That's what like stupid horror movies always do, but in this one they did it the good way, and it's just thank you. So yeah, and wow, the basic white girl death, eventually her guts are sticking out of her stomach, and it is wow, Jesus. And oh my god, that there was one death scene that really made my heart sink and go, damn it. Like, oh my god, there is a certain character named Evan, and his death scene really made me go, oh, god damn. So, literally, he's the character that did not deserve to die one bit, and his death is so fucked, and oh wow. So, yeah, let me just say it. Say how he dies. He gets beaten to death by a hammer on a live stream. Yeah. So pretty much what the killer does in this movie, when he's got all of his victims that he wants to get, he pretty much puts them on a live stream. Yeah, and streams the entire thing. Now, what's very unrealistic about this is, well, live streams with gore would be moderated by like the company behind the app. So why the fuck didn't that live stream get taken down? It's it's a bit confusing. I don't really understand much of that, but okay, what the killer pretty much does is he kills a bunch of people, chops off a certain part of their body, and puts them on the dinner table for his guests to eat, and then yeah, he then gets a bunch of the main characters, doesn't kill them until he ties them up to chairs and puts them around the dinner table. And then there is the dinner table scene where he's got all the victims that he wants at the dinner table, and they're about to feast, and it is fucked. That is where Evan dies. That is where the killer decides his first victim, and he's like, "Oh, what are you thankful for?" And then pretty much he doesn't even get to say what he's thankful for. He's screaming while looking at the camera. He starts literally going, "Help, help," while looking at the live stream camera. And the killer grabs his hammer and just starts bashing him in the head. And holy shit. And then you literally get to see his remains, and it is gruesome as fuck. It, oh wow, and he didn't deserve it at all. His character through the movie was so developed, and it was just, oh my god. Sorry if you heard a Discord sound effect. Um, but yeah, so it's fucked. It's so fucked. And my god. Hang on, wait. So yeah, sorry about that. A friend was calling me. So it's really fucked. God. And then so Evan dies, and then eventually the characters escape somehow. It doesn't really clarify how the characters escaped, but they escaped, and it's just what. But yeah, that somehow they got like this item that cuts their rope, and then they escape from the chairs that they were sitting in, and then they just the main character ran away. One of the characters just got slashed by an axe. They didn't die though, they just got injured. And then yeah, pretty much the main character is like traumatized, thinking all of her friends are dead when like literally like one of her friends is dead. Also her dad was also at the dinner table, also being threatened to get killed. And also the main character's mother was like the main feast because she was dead. She was on the dinner table, she was dead. And pretty much the killer tried to get uh the main character's father to eat the main character's mother. It's so fucked up. And oh my god. um yeah, but then the main character runs away and tries to alert the cops. The cops then pretty much say, I couldn't have done this without you. And then the main character makes a sudden realization. Alright. Hang on. So yeah, she makes a sudden realization because there is a main cop in the movie, the main investigator. He, yeah, pretty much he's saying, I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you for your help. Because he thinks he's caught the killer when she makes a very sudden realization that hang on, so pretty much on his feet, he's got a bunch of grass and leaves and shit from the floor, not from from when she was running from the killer, when she escaped the dinner table. Those leaves and shit were on the ground while the killer was chasing her. And then she starts realizing that the policeman said the smallest details are how you catch someone. And pretty much then she starts to realize he's the killer. So yeah, this dude right here, this man, this is a police officer in the movie. He is the man behind the John Carver mask. This is the murderer. That is the giant spoiler. He is the one who killed everyone in this movie. Now, I'm like 99% sure there is a second killer because there's a parade scene in this movie where some like guy dressed as like a Joker kills a bunch of people at this like Thanksgiving parade. I think that's the second killer. I'm not sure. Maybe it's someone who's helping out this dude. But yeah, this man is the killer. So pretty much what happens after she's made the realization, he turns around and says, no, he turns around and says, "Oh my god, your friends were so easy to kill." And it's like a big scene where he like completely confesses everything. Then she pulls out her phone and says she's thankful for the signal in the room, and pretty much she's been actually like live streaming his entire confession. And then he starts to realize that he's fucked and then starts beating the shit out of her, well, at least trying to. She escapes the room and then pretty much she finds her friend who then tries to get her away. They start driving away. There's a big kind of like scene where he grabs an axe and is like, there will be no leftovers. Like he thinks he's so going to kill the main character. He's so certain. And then pretty much he's like chasing their truck down. It's a giant, stupid but cool scene. Um, but then there's like this giant inflatable turkey. I don't exactly remember how it got there, but then they kind of just blow it up, and then the whole place where they just were sets on fire, and then Mr. Sheriff Man, Mr. Police Dude, burns in the fire and supposedly dies. But normally when there is a fire in a movie, the character who is in the fire does not normally die. That's not normally how it works. So I have a feeling there will be a Thanksgiving too, because how the movie ended is she goes into her closet and then gets like taken by the policeman, but he's still on fire. Then she realizes it's a dream, and then wakes up and she's like, "What the hell?" And then the credits roll. Yeah. I'm like 99% sure this dude is still alive. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to say the reason why he did it. Pretty much, the woman who died in the Black Friday massacre was pretty much she was married to some other dude that he knew, but he was actually so pretty much she was cheating on her husband with this dude, policeman, and she was carrying his child, and pretty much she got murdered by all those kids by accident in the Black Friday massacre, and he wanted to get his revenge. It's literally revenge plot, and it was crazy. I loved this movie. Yeah, and the movie ends. I didn't get to see the post credit scenes, unfortunately, but I don't even think there were any. If there were, well, whatever. We'll just find out what happens in the next movie. So yeah, that is Thanksgiving. I'm very curious to see if it will get a sequel. Hang on, there we go. Oh, and now we got to do this part. Review time. I am going to put Thanksgiving in good. Oh my god. Shut up. Sorry for the Discord noise. I have to stop recording now. And yeah, thanks. That's really all I gotta say. Bye bye.